Hi. It's been a really long time since I've done one of these weekly forecasts. So let's kind of just get into it. For the week ahead, we're just going to take a quick peek at what the fucking energies are that are floating through the universe and see what we can see and see what guidance we can get. That'll come through my guides and your guides are showing up. And thank you so much for being here, guys, liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing. And if you guys are interested in a personalized reading, please go to my website in the bio and hit me up. I'd love to read for you. So let's see, Spirit, what is going on in the collective this week? Okay, it's the Page of Cups reversed for you. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. What's going on with the collective this week, Spirit? The Nine of Wands. I'm hearing be ready. Be ready. Things are about to change. Five of Pentacles and the Six of Cups reversed. Okay, so I feel like relationships, yeah, okay. And the Seven of Cups reversed. I was getting that energy too. I feel like there's a really big energy this week around relationships and the way that we show up in relationships. And there is a sense of impulsivity. It's kind of, I've just been feeling with the current astrological transits, like this Jupiter in Aries shit has got everybody popping off. So it's just like, be a little bit guarded with yourself because there's kind of like just be ready. Because the Wheel of Fortune is like, there are changes that I feel like are going to be coming in for a lot of us this week. And it's going to maybe trigger a lot of big emotions. So this is one of those times where I feel I'm a very big fan of setting a timer for like, I'm going to feel my emotions for this long and then I have to get on with my day. And it's not because I'm emotionally constipated, it's because the moon and Pluto in my chart do not like each other. So if I don't do that, there's like a downward spiral that can happen. So that is what I'm getting for this week, is like there are going to be big changes coming. It's going to trigger big feelings. For some of you, it'll be a sense of disillusionment will really come with this. There will be a sense of maybe like who you thought you were or what you thought something was. Maybe we'll just shift. Like there's a shift in perception here, and it won't be as easy to fool yourself into thinking something is true when you might know deep down it ain't it, right? That's what I'm getting with that. So be mindful, I guess, if that does start to happen, that you remember that you are so loved. Okay? Remember you are so loved. I feel like for some of you, this is going to be a change in your daily routine as well, and your work life in a way. And there is a sense of like needing to jump off into the unknown, but a sense of self-reflection is keeping you in a, just like a, so that could go either way. That could be like, hey, it really is time to jump into this and like give yourself a little bit more free reign and take your power back. Or it could be like, no, I've seen this before and I don't want to repeat that old cycle with the Wheel of Fortune. So you will know. And if you don't, hey, book a reading with me and I'd love to help you figure that out. That's interesting. I kind of get the sense this week that we will figure out who the players in our lives are a little bit more. What's the advice here, Spirit? Come on, the Crow reversed. Okay, so this is a self-deceptive thing. Okay, for some of you, I feel like this is going to be actually like you're going back into old cycles, like repeating old patterns, because it maybe feels safer or comfortable, or it's what you know. It could be that you're telling yourself this is the tried and true, right? And you might get yourself into those rooms or into those places and just realize like, I don't know if this is for me, truly. With the Crow reverse, there's always an element of self-deception that it's like when you keep your word, what you say and do matches up, that's how you create your reality. And truth is one of the most irresistible forces in the universe, in my humble opinion. So this is just saying, like, honor your word this week. Because I get the sense if you don't, there might be repercussions that, I don't know, for you personally or for other people in your life. It just, this is the week to keep your word. Okay, what other advice do we have for the collective, Spirit? The Gatherer reversed. Okay. Not only are you loved, this is a good time to be generous with yourself and others. Like a real self-compassion piece here is coming through with, like, there's always going to be sort of a sense that this is, for me, the potluck energy, right? Like, you bring a dish to a potluck, but then you end up, like, having more food because everybody's bringing food. And it's like, there's just so much bounty. So, you know, when you share, you end up with more. And this kind of feels like that. This feels like being generous with yourself and others is a great way to kind of rediscover some of that innocence, to remember that you are so loved, to remember that even when things are hard, when the circumstances are so far out of your control, that your character is really the only thing which decides, is this cycle going to repeat itself, or are we going to deviate into something different? You really need support. We aren't built to do this alone, right? So if you set an intention for yourself that I'm going to be doing this, and I give my word to do that, remember to share, not hoard ego, and get a bit of a bigger perspective. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I do also with the wind. This is another, like, card of change. And if you're anything like me and you're like, more change, oh good. You're gonna be like not loving that. Tell me about this ego, Spirit. Okay, that's the Queen and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like nurturing energy. I feel like it's just a really good idea this week to get super grounded, super earthy. And I really do feel like there's going to be opportunity for new employment for some of you. Or a different approach to employment even, because there's this sense with the 9 of Wands that I'm getting, 10 of Swords, knife in the back, that it's like there have been some victories that have come just through some really hard, deep self-reflection, where it's like you've learned because you've had to, almost, right? So there can be an element of meeting in the middle, and an element of success, an element of getting your victory. It hasn't been easily won, though, you know, and let yourself be in that. Let yourself be in that knowledge that's like, my story's not cheap. I say that all the time. It's like, this is kind of that small talk can be actually a really nice thing, because your story's not cheap. You went to hell and back for your story. Not everybody gets access to your story. You know you. You know what showing up for you looks like better than anybody else. So being kind, keeping your word, keeping your promises to yourself, and reaching out for that support when you need it. Keeping secrets for yourself if you need to as well, because again, there's a fresh investment here. I really feel like a lot of you guys are going to be changing work this week. Like, there's just kind of like this upheaval energy that's like kind of finally being released into something. 10 of Swords. This is, there's like a full comprehension of something. Yeah, that's what it feels like. I think that's the final word here. There's a full comprehension that we're going to be coming into something this week. Maybe this feels like the things that have kept us in those old cycles where we have really just maybe needed like that one little gear to shift. It's like full comprehension comes into play this week. And also just like allow yourself to really share what you've learned with the ones who are close to you and who you really love. Reach out for support. what is the final advice here, Spirit? I'm going to wrap this up and send you on your way. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. This has been strange but wonderful. Okay. Yeah, round and round reversed. This is what I was saying, repeating old patterns. Maybe like admitting to yourself that you have less experience and it's scary and new, and changing your ways is hard. Okay. Self-compassion piece there. Yeah. The tribe and Treasure Island reversed. You deserve to be loved. You deserve good community. Okay. If there's something that you feel like you deserve, but you're scared to get it, just check that. Just check in with yourself and be like, okay, am I self-sabotaging here because I feel like I'm not worthy? That impulsivity can work in your favor if it is going after what it is that your heart is like really needing. Sharing yourself with others, okay? It's so fun. Come to the edge. This is about uncalculated risks, about trusting an impulse, just being like, okay, like, I guess let's go. And this feels like it might be in relation to a different situation, but these two feel like okay, here's what it is. If something leaves your life this week, it will come back in about 6 months. Don't know where this is coming from. But this is also a chance to like jump ship. If you made a promise to yourself and you said, I'm not going to be maybe like going into that with whoever, this is a good chance to keep those promises to yourself. Because what it really feels like is whatever leaves your life is going to come back. So you have a choice right now. Like, do I want to keep entertaining those things that are keeping me stuck here? I want to like take a bit of a risk, do something that's a little bit different. Mercury's coming out of retrograde. Jupiter is in Aries. Like the impulsive fucking, like you can make it work for you is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Good luck. Let me know what's going on for you guys in the comment section. And you'll be hearing from me sooner than in a year, hopefully. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.